Hello, USD 413. On today's edition of Sizemore Tech Tidbits, we're going to talk about some Google Docs tips and tricks. Just some little things that you might not have known you could do to get your Google Docs in top shape. Well, like I did with the slides presentation, I'm going to go through this video with you in my Google Doc, and then I'll share both the doc and the video so you can kind of interact with both. But I think it's best to show you these tips while we're using the doc. My first trick is Pageless View. When I first saw this feature, I was not quite sure how useful it would be, but I think it would be really helpful if you were trying to show notes to students. If you have all of your notes for a unit in one Google Doc, since there are no page breaks, and it's just a document, and you can just you and your students can just scroll through it easily, and there are not the distractions and format interruptions that come with page view. This feature is document specific, so if you go into Pageless View, it'll only affect the document that you're currently in. If you look here, you will see that I am in Pageless View for you right now. And I can still have my table of contents or outline over here on the side, but you don't have margins, and you don't have any of the scrolling through page view where that it interrupts our formatting. So you can just scroll as much as you want if it was longer, and it's beautiful. So to do Pageless View, you're going to go up to a File and Page Setup, so down here at the bottom. And here you can see I'm in Pageless. So Pageless format allows you to add wide images and tables and consume content without the interruption of page breaks. Or you can have the regular Pages view where you can choose your landscape or portrait, your paper size, your margins, but if you notice on both of them you have the background color option. So I thought this would be, I did not know you could do this in this way. So if you choose here, you're gonna say, okay, I thought this would look pretty cool for certain types of notes if you were annotating and stuff as you went, but I do not want it to stay yellow, so I'm gonna go back and change it to a white. My second trick is quick capitalization. I cannot even tell you the number of times I've completely typed something out and then decided after I either wanted it all lowercase or all uppercase, or if you need it to be in title case. So in order to do this change, what you're going to do is you're going to copy the text that you want to change your capitalization on, and then you're going to go up to Format, Text, and Capitalization, and there you could change it to all uppercase, all lowercase, or all title case. I thought that one was pretty handy. Okay, trick number 3 might be the coolest. Sorry, I'm going to nerd out a little bit here, but Smart Canvas and Smart Chips make collaborating so easy. So essentially, Google did this big update, and this is going to be the Reader's Digest version. So now, like, everything that in Google Docs is what they call smart canvases, and everything you type becomes dynamic. So like when you're in your Google Doc, you can just do the little @ sign, and you can tag people in it. Automatically, you can see, okay, here's the highlight the person, you can add them to this document and share it there. It has a position, you can send an email, send a message, start a video call with them, or schedule an event with the person. And you can do that with anyone as long as they are in your contacts. So like you can do a meeting notes. So let me get us into some meeting notes. And I'm gonna pick my AppDigi check-in for September. So this is an appointment that I have. So you have your calendar, you have that it's tied to that. You have who's attending and their contact cards, and you can take notes over what happened in the meeting. And you can also do action items if there's things that certain people need to do, like change color of text. And I could assign that to Robin, who is the person I have the meeting with. And then you can check things off as they're done. And it'll all be there in your meeting notes. When you do the add, you can see all of these things. You can tag, I could tag that slideshow I did if I wanted to make a list of all of the things that I created easily. It'll do that, and then it'll open the presentation for you. I see this being really handy if you are making maybe a list of things for students when they're studying, and you can link it to different reviews or worksheets or whatever that you've done. This, I know what you're thinking. I won't need that, but there are a few instances that I'm going to go over that'll show you where it could come in handy. So you're going to go up to File and to Version History, and you can either name your current version so you know it, untitled version, let's say, I'm going to put the date here, 8/29 morning. Okay, but so now when we go to version history, we can see the version history. So this is me saying, okay, this is the name of the version I have there. But I can go in and I can see what it looked like when I first started or throughout any of the changes. So if something gets accidentally deleted, this is great. You can go back in, you can copy it, you can restore just that version. I don't want to do that. But what I would do if there was something I wanted to copy, and if I wanted to get back, I would come in here, Control C, copy it, and then go back and paste it into my current document. Now, when you see over here, you just see my name because I'm the only one in this document. But if you had some, for instance, some students working together in one on a project, and someone inserted something inappropriate and no one wanted to take credit for whoever did something inappropriate in it, you can go in and say, but I see, Crystal, right here that you're the one that put that in there at 1:22 p.m. on August 26th. So nice try. I've saved some students with this because they'll go into slides and they will accidentally delete everything, or like I've had kids delete an entire research paper and they don't realize or they don't think to just push the undo button, so they close it out and then so they can't click the undo button. This can go back and you can restore anything from here. If it is something that they have turned in Google Drive or that you've assigned through Google Drive, it's tied to an assignment for them, you don't even have to go to their computer to restore it. You can restore it from yours. And if anyone wants me to show you how that works, let me know, and I can go in and show you what controls you have over Google Docs from the teacher side in there. Trick number 5 is not something I knew you could do. Changing the default font. If you want to change your default font, and remember, this will be the new default font that comes into every Google Doc, but you can always change it back. So I'm going to highlight the desired font. Like, let's say I want to make this my normal font. Okay, so I'm going to select it, go to Format. You're going to go to Format, Paragraph Styles, Normal Text, Update normal text to match, and then once you've done that, you're going to select that again and go Format, paragraph styles, and options, and save as my default styles. So then the next time you create a new document, it will automatically be in your text that you have changed it to. Like mine is Vera Sans instead of Arial or Calibri. My last tip for this video is, did you know that you do not have to go to docs.google.com or to Google Drive to get a new blank document? You can just go to doc.new, and that's going to take you into a fresh, clean Google Doc that is automatically tied into your Google Drive. I thought this would be a really fast way that you could tell students, just go doc.new. And thought it would just be a really fast way to tell your students and get them into a clean Google Doc as fast as you can. Okay, thanks for hanging out with us today for Sizemore's Tech Tidbits. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more little Google Docs tips and tricks coming at you, but I at least hope that these 6 that we went over today are able to help you out in your classrooms. Thanks.